lot of stuff is impacted by fires. A lot of stuff is destroyed. And we usually focus on what's lost personally, but we lose other things. We lose structure, we lose buildings and streets and all kinds of stuff. So what we're doing right here is we're doing some quantitative transects here up in Topanga on the edge of the Palisades Fire. And this particular home site was destroyed. So it's just been finished being cleaned up by the Army Corps, the soil scraped. And so we're looking at the areas primarily that were not scraped. And we're curious as to how much plastic is here, how much plastic was left behind as a signal for how much plastic was there before. And so these guys are doing a 2-meter swath band transects, and we're going across the primary area of the property, the parcel, and we're collecting all this plastic. So the question is, what's the composition of this plastic? And then where we can, estimate the volume of plastic that was likely vaporized and is either went directly into the air or possibly went into the soil. So for example, we can look at some of these pots here, right? So for example, here's a classic example. So we know what was here. These are little 1-gallon plants for, in this case, there were mostly oaks growing in there. And so we can see, like, this guy has been melted and gone. So that plastic is in the soil, either in the pot or in the ground, or it turned into a gas and is up in the air. So we can, in this case, we could estimate the volume of plastic that was incinerated / melted. So the question is, this is happening across these landscapes where we're seeing more and more wildfire. And let's get an estimate of the plastic that was lost, because plastic is so burnable and combustible. It's definitely something that just, not like metal, just doesn't melt and just sort of stay in place, but actually will be more mobilized and either exposing people or animals or soils or other ecosystems to the products of that melting / combustion. So plastic surveys, plastic mapping here in Topanga.